Hi, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I just wanted to take a moment and encourage you all with something that, happened to me today. Um, so this morning I had to work, and of course we know it's Sunday morning, so I was a bit discouraged because I wanted to go to church. Either way, we passed on by that, it's like, okay, well, thank you for my job, because I could not have it. And as I was getting ready for work and I know definitely as I got in my car and when I was driving to work, I began to just be grateful for just the trials and tribulations that I've had in my life. I don't know where it came from. I guess for me, the type of person that I am, when something is starting to bother me, I start to be grateful. I start to think of things that I'm grateful for, if that makes sense. I don't know. It just helps me to stay, here and not go over there because, whatever we dwell on or think about in our minds, it takes over. It takes over. So I try to keep positivity going in my mind. So instead of being down about missing church again, I began to just thank God for just trials and tribulations. And I know you're probably like, well, who's thankful for trials and tribulations? I am now. When I was, at one point in my life, I used to think that I used to hate my life. I'm like, every time it's always something, But now, when trials and tribulations come, I see it as an opportunity. Trials and tribulations, y'all, is an opportunity to grow closer to God. It's not a bad thing. It really isn't. And now I see why James, in James 1 and 2, it says, count it all joy. Let me read exactly what it says. It says, well, this is the NIV. So it says, consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. Perseverance must finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. My God. So it's important that we have trials and tribulations, y'all, because it helps us grow. And as we mature in God, we don't see it as, the world is against us or God hates us or why this or why that. We see it as an opportunity to grow. We see it as, what, God, what is it that you're teaching me in this situation? What is it that you want me to do? And how do you want me to handle this? It becomes more of a, God, what do you want me to do? How do you want me to do this? How do you want me to handle that? I'm facing this. How would you like me to, so it's an opportunity, it's not a bad thing at all. And I was just overcome. I was so overwhelmed, y'all. I was like crying. I was so grateful because my thing is, if you've heard part of my testimony, I didn't have, a good life growing up. I had a lot of unfortunate things that happened to me that I had no control over. I was a child. I was a baby, a child, and even an adolescent and young adult, so as a result, I made a lot of bad choices, but that's neither here nor there. I thank God that I had the life that I had, that's the thing. I'm so grateful that I went through the things that I went through, y'all, because our trials and our tribulations, they help to shape and mold us into who we become. And definitely if we allow, if we take it as an opportunity to learn from things and to grow, in God, man, it's just an amazing experience. So, when things come, we'll be like more excited about it. Like, okay, I don't want to necessarily go through this, but this is an opportunity for me to grow. God is teaching me some things and I'm excited to learn this new lesson, So it's exciting. It doesn't have to be so bad. It's all about our perspective and how we look at it, because really, no matter what we do, we can't stop the trials and tribulations from coming because they're a part of life. They're going to happen as long as we're living and breathing. Some of us have more than others for whatever reason. It does not matter. But how we face them and how we go through them means everything. And I'm just grateful that, everything I went through, that I went through it. I'm glad that I wasn't born into, with a silver spoon under my mouth. Nothing against those that were. I'm just grateful that I needed God in my life, that I needed him, because it helped me to learn about him and accept him at such a young age, just having that need for God, and I've learned just through experience. You go through something, let's just say you're sick in your body, and I have been sick many times. If you've heard any of my testimonies, I have literally almost died multiple times on surgery tables, cut wide open, going into anaphylactic shock, just I have been ICU jacked up multiple times, so I know God to be a healer. I know God to be a way maker. I know God to be a provider because I've been in situations where I ain't have nothing. I've been in situations where I've been homeless. I've been in situations where I've been sick, literally on medications for over 10 years, and God delivered me, so I know that, from my experiences, that's why, I am the way I am. I've had to call on him. I've had to depend on him. Late in the midnight hours, they say, honey, for real, for real. It's 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and you have an anxiety attack. You about to die, but Jesus is the one I call. I ain't called 911. I'm not telling you not to call 911. But, I got to a point where I was tired of the enemy beating me up, y'all. I got tired of the enemy using me and just using me and abusing me and just trying to take me out of here. I got tired of that joker, y'all. We got to stand up to him. We got power. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Who's in the world? Satan. Who's in me? God. So greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world. You ain't got to take the foolishness that you taking. It's time to take a stand. And I just got tired and took my stand. I took my rightful place, which you also have as a child of God. So if you're living in God, you're saved, man, and you filled with the Holy Spirit, use it, y'all. Use the power that's in you. Use the power that's in you. So with that being said, I just wanted to encourage somebody with that. I hope it encouraged y'all. And I'm just encouraged today. And next Sunday, y'all, I get to go to church. Look at God. Look at God. I still got to go to work, but I don't have to go to work until 4 o'clock. So just be encouraged, y'all, that when things come, call on the Father. Call on him. Talk to him. Tell him how you feel. Don't hold back. Let God know this is bothering me or this is whatever. Talk to him. That's all prayer is. And let God help you through your life. Let him help you in your situations. Let him mature you and grow you in him when we facing these trials and tribulations. And I'm telling you, the more you fall, you grow and you go through these things and you grow closer to God and you fall in love with him, you will see that he's such a good and loving, caring Father. God doesn't hate us. He's not trying to punish us. He really does want to help us, but we just have to let him. Just let him. That's all we got to do. All right, y'all. I got to go. I'm cooking oxtails upstairs, so I need to go and finish cooking. I just wanted to encourage y'all with that. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. I don't know when, but I got some stuff coming, y'all, so hang in there with me. Pray for me. I'm praying for y'all, and I'll see y'all soon.